Hey, what's that? Hi. Hey, everybody. I look a little manic today because I just woke up. Hi. Adam Savage in my cave with a package that has arrived. And yes, it has to do with perpetual motion. Damn, I'm rocking a Doc Brown this morning. I'm like overly distracted by my own hair. Hold on. There we go. Ah, better. Okay. Oh, now you can't see my eyes. Okay, never mind. Hi, everybody. One of the most popular videos we have put up and posted in the last few years has been my examination and investigation of a perpetual motion machine at the Royal Society in London. We will include a link to that video in the description below. I had so much fun reviewing all the Easter eggs and MacGuffins and red herrings that were built into the beautiful construction that the Royal Society has in its collection of a bicycle wheel that spins without apparent external influence for years at a time. And I think I know how it works, and I think it uses a little electricity and a little electromagnet and a little tiny circuit that is properly timed. And I explained that, and I mean, all sorts of wonderful, wonderful contributions from everybody in the comments and everything. Recently, one of my favorite YouTubers, Steve Mold, put up a video about a perpetual motion machine, and I went and bought it. I think you could consider this video a promotion for Steve Mold's channel, because I'm not going to get into the weeds on this machine. Because Steve has already done an amazing job of it. We'll include a link to his video and his channel in the description. I've been following Steve for a few years now. I met him at a little YouTuber convention last year that Destin from Smarter Every Day put on. It was fantastic, amazing, just a insane gathering of every single human I watch on YouTube. And Steve Mold, when I met him, I had just watched one of these videos. He was doing about water solving mazes, I think. And he was like, oh, I thought to myself, he says in the video, I thought to myself, someone should build that. And then there's this pause as he goes, and then I realized I should build it. And there was this, I don't want to say helpless look in his face. It's more like, he's resolved to the future that is in front of him, which is, it's going to be me. It's a feeling I love and I know and I see and delights me. Anyway, Steve is endlessly curious, wonderful at explaining the results of his curiosity. And because of him, I went on to Etsy and I bought the self-same perpetual motion machine that he covers in his video. And we are going to put it up today. We're going to try it out. The perpetual motion, which is another version of free energy, was one of the more controversial stories we did back in the early days of Mythbusters. Because there's just, I'm so sorry, but the noise to signal ratio out there on the internets for perpetual motion, the noise to signal ratio is 1. Yeah, there's it is really hard to determine fact from fantasy out there. Okay, desiccant. Now this carries a power supply. These are handmade by this Etsy seller, or William Lee's Perpetual Motion Simulator. On 18650 flat top. Well, I'm just going to have to go find one of those. Wait a second. Okay. Give me a second. Amazingly, I also don't have one of those. I'll be back when I do. That'll be next week. Sorry about that, guys. Hello. It is, it's a couple days later. Well, all sorts of. Let me just There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. I believe that when I left you, I had this beautiful perpetual motion machine that I had received from Etsy, and I was looking for a, what do you call it, 18650 battery? Yeah, 18650 battery, and I found my stash of them. It's not a common item for me. It's a couple of times a year item, and those are the hardest items to store. Because you don't want to put them so deep. Maybe I should just put them under batteries, but maybe I need a third that's what I need, a third battery drawer. I had to talk this through with you in order to come up with the answer. As I have recently said in this edit, I'm not going to get into the weeds about how this works because all of that is covered in Steve Mold's beautiful video about this perpetual motion machine. I'm very grateful for the person who made it, that I was able to order it on Etsy and receive it, because their Etsy, right after Steve's video came out, their Etsy store was like, everybody, we're going to get you your stuff and it's going to take longer because of this video that just came out. And I was part of that rampage. But here it is in all of its beautiful glory. It is a very unassuming block of wood with some secrets hidden inside, including a switch, which is capacitive touch, and yet you can't see it. I dig that. I really dig that. Oh, right. So let me turn that back off. Oh, no, I'll do it for normal. They send it with 5 ball bearings. There they are. And let's put one in and watch it go. Let's get you a better angle on this. I'm so happy right now. Oh, what? Oh, I can take it pretty quickly, I guess. Oh, that's the one. Oh! So, lest you be fooled by this, as excellent as it is as fooling, I want to show you what it looks like if you do not have. So, this has a trick in it. It's got a beautifully designed little electromagnetic arrangement here that can detect the ball and give it a little bit of a goose with an electromagnet. There's actually a couple of them. I think Steve Mold's video, link is in the description. Here is what this machine looks like when you don't have it on. Here it comes. Yeah, doesn't do barely anything. So let's turn it back on. It's got also this capacitive switch here. I really want to say, as a designer, to me, all design redounds to communication. And the real question is the communication clear? And one of the reasons that you saw in later seasons of Mythbusters more arrows and more lines and more labels on stuff was because I wanted the audience to always know from every camera angle what was supposed to happen in that shot. And when you look at this, this is doing that same kind of work. You see this bowl, you see this hole, you see this track, you get, oh, okay, I see this. And there's nothing here but that. The wood has nothing broken on it. There's no logo on it. It is just a clear set of objects in perfect continuity with each other. This is a long way of saying, I think a lot of designers, especially of things like this, tend to add something at the end because they think it needs more. And I really appreciate the austere refinement of this design. Like I said, introduce yourself to the wonder of Steve Mold's magnificent YouTube channel and his marvelous obsessions and his incredible ability to explain them to you. And you can pick this up on Etsy. We will put a link to this in the description. He's getting a lot of orders and he'll get a lot more from this. So be patient. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching that video. Your support allows us to make more of this great content. If you'd like to help us on a deeper level, even head over to tested-store.com because we've got stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? Our anime-inspired Tested logo in Japanese. Follow the process, not the plan. It's not a process. It's not a problem to solve. It's a process to manage. Other aphorisms that have come from my mouth. And we have just made a full set of our demerit badges in sticker form. So you can cover your toolbox with all of your screw-ups and celebrate it with other makers. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.